Hello, and I'm sorry I'm not with you, but I'm editing in Glasgow and couldn't get away. I just wanted to say a few things to thank the Funding Network and indeed our other funders as well for the support they've shown for our film and our campaign. And in a sense, I think that's the critical thing, the campaign that we've had around this film. When we first started this project, I don't think... Well, we had a very ambitious aim. We wanted to tell the world what had happened, to make the world aware of something which largely it wasn't. The atrocities and the crimes that were committed and are continuing to be committed, the continuing repression of the Tamils. That's why this is a live issue. It's not some kind of academic exercise. We also hoped that we would be part of something that would lead to a process of justice, and I believe that we now have the beginnings of that process. Through the UN inquiry, and that is an incredible achievement, and one that I think that you as the Funding Network, that everyone who's been part of this campaign should be quite proud of. The Sri Lankan government, I think that's the issue, the campaign. If we had just made this film and that had been it, I don't think that it would have had the same effect. The Sri Lankan government's initial reaction to the film, which was to deny it all, to claim that it was all untrue, that, for example, the child Balachandran and the Tamil Tiger presenter S.A. Priya died in crossfire. Because we've had this campaign going, and because we've been a focus of all this, more and more evidence has continued to emerge and been supplied to us, so that we've been actually able to demonstrate in practice that for example, both those people were captured alive, and that the Sri Lankan government's denials become increasingly implausible. And of course, on the other side of that, we've also seen the campaign run by the Sri Lankan government to try and silence this film. When we showed it, almost everywhere we showed it, they've tried to stop it. We had in Malaysia the raid on the screening, where a young woman called Lena Henry, who helped organise that screening, which I was at, was arrested and is now facing a maximum of 3 years in jail. For showing the film. We've seen attempts to ban the film in India and in Nepal. When we went to Sri Lanka, we saw the death threats against us and the government orchestrated demonstrations. But none of this has had any success, and none of this has silenced the film. But none of this could have happened without the funding and without the support we've had from you and from the other funders. And I just think that, I hope that everybody feels it was worthwhile. I hope they feel that we have begun something quite important, and I'm very grateful. And we're not going to stop.